Hello, hello. I'm going to be doing some kind of a spicy shrimp and oriental peanuts slash Szechuan slash Thai style shrimp this evening. Is anybody out there? What's up, folks? Let's get ready to do some kind of like my version of a Thai spicy garlic shrimp. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? It's gonna be like a shrimp and broccoli stir fry. You know me and my broccoli. But I'm gonna make it kind of spicy. Make some dinner. Are you working? I don't know. It's been pretty crazy around town lately. So I'm hoping everybody's healthy. What's on the menu tonight? I'm going to do it's a spicy shrimp dish with garlic, ginger, jalapeno, and kind of like a Szechuan. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Like a Szechuan shrimp style. Got some peanuts in it, like a kung pao. It's kind of like my fusion of Bill Meat's spicy Asian food. So right now I'm peeling some fresh ginger. I love fresh ginger. Here's what it looks like peeled. There's a big piece right there. You can get that at Shaheen's. Oh, fun. So anyways, I don't have that hot yet. Good. Here's my dish. I got a little Tupperware here. I'm going to put everything in before I throw it in the big pan. Get this started here. So how's everybody doing? Everybody feeling okay? I know I got a couple friends that have the COVID or are in quarantine because they were exposed. Hopefully everybody gets through this and comes out better on the other side. I just really am, I imagine like everybody else, pretty frustrated over the whole damn thing. Shrimp is for Alfredo. I do that too. I haven't made Alfredo shrimp in a long time. That might be something good to think about in the near future. I think I gotta just get a couple of ingredients and I'll have the stuff for that. More ginger. Ginger. I love ginger. It's good for you. It tastes good. I like a lot of ginger, so shrimp instead of Alfredo. You know, like I said, I haven't made Alfredo sauce in a long time, so that might be something coming up here in the near future. I just got a couple of ingredients I'd have to get for that. I got most of the ingredients. I make really good Alfredo sauce, by the way. And I do have shrimp left in this bag that I just bought today, so yeah, I stopped at Shaheen's. I was trying to figure out what I wanted. Like, picked up a beef roast that I'm going to do. Probably part of it in the next few days. Maybe this weekend I'll do some roast beef. And then I'm going to save the rest for, I'll always save the rest for Christmas if I don't do venison. Shrimp scampi. I haven't done scampi in a while either. Teach me the ways of Alfredo. It's not hard, actually. It's just having the right ingredients and, you know, you got to be right there to pay attention. You know, it's not hard, but it's just kind of involved. And I do my own taste spin on it, so it's a little bit more cheesy. Now I'm going to chop up a bunch of garlic, by the way. But Alfredo's easy to make. It's just, you know, you gotta realize that if you're on a diet, there ain't nothing healthy in Alfredo sauce. It's all heavy cream, bunch of different kinds of cheeses, garlic, white pepper, black pepper, and it's a little dash of fresh ground nutmeg. Tops it right off. And I kind of learned how to make Italian or Alfredo sauce from my buddy Rich. He's Italian, a big Italian guy. Yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. If I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna probably have to have a few people over for dinner, because if not, I'll eat the whole damn thing, and then I will be totally shot. Unless on keto and no pasta. No. You're gonna have Alfredo, you gotta have pasta. Can you have spaghetti squash? Would that work for a keto diet? I don't know. I think it'd probably be a little high in carbs, but it would be healthy carbs. Because I was thinking, you know, you want to do a spaghetti squash like that, or you know. My problem is, as you can tell, I like to eat, and other than the fact that my doctor waited till after you can eat spaghetti squash, so you could do it with that. Unfortunately, my doctor waited until after Halloween to do my blood work. And these punks down in the office brought a bunch of leftover Halloween candy in, so needless to say, my sugar was a little out of whack. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's been worse. But, as much as I eat and like to cook, all my other levels were great. My cholesterol was awesome. My blood pressure was great. Yeah. I haven't really lost any weight, but I'm kind of redistributing. I've been doing a lot of physical labor up until this week when I got laid off. And I knew that was coming, so, which is fine. 'Tis the season. But here I have Mr. Jose Jalapeno, the second. Hello, my name is Jose Jalapeno on a stick. Actually, most of our snow melted today. It was in the 40s. We're expecting, from the way I understand it, and don't quote me on this, but probably by the middle of the week next week, and then possibly next weekend. So I'm going to put some jalapeno in here. I'm probably going to regret putting this much in, but you know what? It's not ghost chilies. I do have ghost chilies I could probably throw in. But no, the snow has been... We've been actually pretty warm this winter so far. I'm going to throw some carrots in here. So, I'm not complaining because the warmer it stays, the less firewood we burn. And that makes Bill happy, because I'm the one that runs the boiler. And if I don't have to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning to load the boiler, I'm relatively happy. But right now, like this morning, we probably had 3 inches, 3 inches on the ground. And I'm pretty sure it was up in the 40s today here, so I'm sure most of it, I haven't been outside in a while, but I'm sure most of it melted. Here's some carrots. I'm going to throw a little celery in. So, I mean, this is like this is kind of stuff. I've got seeds for jalapenos. I've got seeds for ghost chilies. I've got seeds for, serranos. And I've got seeds for habaneros. Hey, Beck. Already, oh, not that much. Eh. So, anywho, get rid of that. Well, I didn't remove the seeds here. Usually I don't, but I do have seeds left from the summer. I had a garden going. And actually my peppers did the best of anything I had. That and my green beans did really well, but none of that last one. I've got a bunch of habaneros actually that I want to, that I've smoked, that I'm going to make jelly out of. It's just getting a crappy day to do it. So that might happen here in the next few days if it gets crappy out, just to keep me busy. I do have rice going already. I like to put that on and get it started so that it's pretty much ready by the time everything else is done. I know some people don't like them, and that's fine. You can leave them out if you want. I got some mushrooms here that I'm going to put in there. I love mushrooms. Not much I don't like. Some mushrooms in there. That's what everybody else been up to. Hey Roger, I saw your post about not being able to go out to restaurants. Cuomo just pretty much shut down restaurants in New York City. And he's pretty much making threats to shut down the restaurants in the rest of the state. Which, you know, I mean, that just kills some more business. And then wonder why you gotta raise taxes. Dumbass. I have a lot of friends that work for the state. I used to work for the state. And they were supposed to get 2% raises. Cuomo got a $70,000 raise last year. And another $25,000 raise starting January 1st. But none of his employees got raises. So, goes to show you. He's a freaking... He needs to go someplace far away. And put his head in a hole somewhere and just not come out, because he's destroying New York State. And he's destroying the morale of his employees. So, broccoli, 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 broccoli. I love broccoli too, so. But anyways, I'm going to try to stay out of the politics tonight because, you know, it's just frustrating. The whole country's going to hell in a handbasket, and unfortunately, I'm part of it. So, anywho. How's everybody else doing? I would say Cuomo does more than bite, but... So what I do with the broccoli, by the way, is sometimes it's got the stems on it. And instead of throwing the whole stem out, I trim the outside edge off. People that have watched this before have seen me do this before. And I kind of slice them thin, the stem thin, so it's kind of like bamboo shoots. You see that there? It looks like little bamboo shoots. So there. So there's my veggies. So now, I'll put this over here for right now. Yeah, we're gonna get started on this. So let's get get my guac hot. Wacka wacka wacka. All right. Oh, jeez. I think it was a snake. Usually I use peanut oil for this, but I forgot to buy some today. So, anyways, I'm going to put a little oil in the bottom of the old wok. Oh, there was my rice timer. Let's take a look at that and see how that's doing. Ooh, warm. So I did a saffron rice, yellow rice this evening with some chicken stock. Actually, I'm going to leave that on the burner with the lid off so I can absorb some more. Excuse me. Sometimes when you use like chicken stock, it's got more salt in it, so the temperature, the boiling temperature, your water's lower, so it takes longer to cook your rice. You know, strange things I learned about some. I'm going to use this burner here actually. So let's do this. Turn that on up about there. There. Ooh, hot. So, anywho, how's everybody doing? Everybody staying safe? Everybody staying healthy? Hey, I like them. I love stuff. I don't like to waste much. And I mean, you know, with having been with a tight budget in the past and going to be for a while here coming up, I can't see wasting anything. You know, so, hey, Shelly. it's you know, why? And if the stores are going to rip you off by selling you broccoli with mostly stem on it, and unfortunately in this area sometimes you have to take what you can get. Yeah. Alrighty, actually I'm going to use my own pepper for that. So anyways, let's see if this is hot enough yet. No, not yet. Let me get that a little hot. Oh, the noise in the background is this channel I watch on YouTube. It's this family that basically they bought a bunch of property in British Columbia where they lived and built a house. They're, you know, off the grid. Sesame chicken some night? I will. I can do that. A lot of these dishes are similar to sesame chicken. It's just a matter of spices. But yeah, I haven't made sesame chicken in a long time either. Which reminds me, I gotta get something out here. Oh yeah, jalapenos, never mind. Here's my jar of spicy stuff. My spice rack is a mess over here again. I was gonna put some of my dried crushed red peppers, pepper mix that I have, but I can't find it offhand. So. There we go. Now we got a little heat going. Alrighty. Get all this in here. Get that going. Kind of steam it a little bit. So anyways, yeah, I did these, some of the peppers from my garden. Oh, no, there it is. Haha. You guys are familiar with crushed red pepper. Well, this is my homemade version of it. It's, I don't know if you can really see that well from here, but this has got habanero, serrano, and jalapeno in it. And I diced them up with the seeds and I threw them in the dehydrator. And then when they're done, I crumbled them up. And oh man, let me tell you what, I love it on pizza. But so anyways, so I got my veggies going right now. I got broccoli, carrots, onion. I knew I was forgetting something. I got green onions. I'll throw them in later. Yeah, it's been one of them days today, kind of Dane Bramage. But anyways, I got my veggies steaming a little bit and kind of sauteing them. Now when they're done, what I'll do is I'll take them out and put the shrimp in. Put my veggies in this when they're done. But yeah, I'm gonna cook the veggies. Oh, we'll see you, Roger. Have a good night. Stay safe. So everybody said hi. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Anyway. 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, there we go. My spatula. Whoops. Toss the mushroom right down there. Oh, garbage. So, anyway. I'm gonna cover that up like that. Ow! Son of a biscuit. Let's see the other one. See you in the next one. Alright. So anyways, man, bah humbug. Can't figure anything out here. I hope everybody's gonna have a good holiday season. As much as it sucks not being able to spend it with friends and family, I may do a live feed Christmas Eve. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on what I make for dinner. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards a roast beef with, like mashed potatoes, gravy, maybe some glazed carrots. And basically what that would be is me showing you how I make my gravy and my glazed carrots. Because everything else, you know, the roast beef I do in the oven, I do a high temperature, you crank it up to 500. You put your stuff in your roast beef, on your roast beef, you stick it in the oven at 500, you cook it, I think it's 7 minutes per pound. And then you shut the oven off and walk away for 2.5 hours. And when you come back in 2.5 hours, you don't open the oven, you don't look, don't nothing. When you come back in 2.5 hours, perfect. It's beautiful. You got your well on the outside, your medium rare, your rare. It is perfect. And then I'll make my my pan gravy and my mashed taters and yeah, you know, I might be twice baked. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But anyway. Let me try a carrot here. Oh man, that's good. Roast beef? Oh yeah. Rat beef? I don't know how to make rat beef. I mean, I could probably wrangle up a couple rats here. Get in there. Hot walk, hot walk. But, yeah, so what's everybody else having for dinner? Okay, yeah, and it's really easy. If you want to look for a recipe for that, you go online and look up high temperature roast beef, and it'll give you the instructions. Now, what I do with my roast beef is, you know, I'll do it the salt, pepper, brown, and a flour rub on the outside, but I poke some holes in it, and I take sprigs of fresh rosemary, and I stick them right down in the middle. It's the same thing I do with prime rib, but at $9 a pound for prime rib, I don't think I'm going to do that for Christmas. I just picked up beef roast for a really good price at Shaheen's. So, but you stick your rosemary through it, then you poke some holes in it, and put fresh garlic, chunks of fresh garlic down in there. And then I just put it in the pan, on a rack in the pan, and shove it in the oven. And once it hits that, you go to your temperature for 500 degrees for however many minutes you need, and then you shut it off. And I'll tell you what, definitely tasty. But like on the outside, before I put it in, I put like flour. I don't use a lot of salt, mostly black pepper, because salt is going to concentrate into the gravy, and I don't like salty gravy. And I'm not I don't use a lot of salt. I mean, I use it in my bread and stuff like that when I make it. And if something's really bland, which as you can tell by most of the stuff I cook, there's not too many bland things around here. Let's see how this is doing. Got a piece of carrot here. Alright, so now everything's not overcooked yet. I'm going to scoop most of that in there. I'll keep some of the garlic and stuff in the pan here. Now what I've done with my shrimp is I rinsed them. I'll put a little more oil in here. I thawed them out, I rinsed them off, and then dried them, and then I kind of dredged them in cornstarch. Ooh, stick into the pan. Because what will happen is it'll give them a nice little coat on the outside, and then it'll also help with thickening up the sauce that I mixed up. So, anyways, let's get the shrimp going in here. Now shrimp you don't need to cook them very long. They cook pretty quick. So I just want to get them pretty much going, and there we go. Now, flippy. But yeah, I don't like to overcook shrimp or my veggies. You want to eat deer or fish? Well, unfortunately, most of the time I cook deer, and I love shrimp. But anyways, getting back to the show I'm watching on YouTube. It's this family. They moved out from British Columbia. They built a beautiful house, and they've been basically living off the grid for about 9 years now. And they hunt for their meat. They grow their garden. They got a beautiful garden. They put an interesting. It's really interesting to watch how they've adapted. And you know, they just like this one show I just watched earlier. They put a new AC solar system in for cooking, or for the electricity for their house and their shop. And his daughters are amazing. They're teenage girls or younger. The two older girls rebuilt their own SUVs. They jacked them up. They fixed the engines, the rear end. These girls are amazing. They do leather work. One does beautiful leather work, and she sells it online. One of the things she makes is these beautiful ammo pouches that go on your belt, the leather ammo pouch. It's really cool, the stuff she makes. You know, and it's a guy and his wife and a bunch of kids, and girls, all girls. The poor guy and his buddy don't stand a chance. They have a bunch of property up in British Columbia. They go panning for gold. They find some, not a lot, but they find some. So they hunt. They hunt, you know, moose, elk, caribou, mountain goat, birds. They fish. They built prawn and shrimp traps, and they're really good with that. It's amazing to watch these people, and it makes you wonder. So anyway, what I'm doing here is this is a bunch of stuff I threw in together. It's got rice wine vinegar. Oh, I put the peanuts in too. It's got rice wine vinegar and soy sauce, fish sauce. Just a second. And some peanuts in there. Where's my other can of peanuts? There we go. But yeah, it's you know, fish sauce, soy sauce, hoisin, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar, and oyster sauce. And I put that all together and I mix it up, and then once everything's just about done, I'll put that in. And then another thing is that the cornstarch on the shrimp will also help to thicken that. So you get that nice, it's like a nice brown garlic ginger sauce that you get in your Chinese when you go to the restaurant. But for what I paid for everything in this meal, I'm going to have enough food here for a couple days. Getting you the place. I'll send you a link to their Facebook or their YouTube channel, Rebecca. These people are, and they're funny. They're a great family. You know, they all get along. The girls go to school. They do have internet where they're at. They've got they did a cell phone booster so they can use internet for the girls to go homeschool. And it's amazing. These girls are so intelligent, and you know they're just, it's a really nice family. You know, or at least on the YouTube channel, they're really nice. But some of the stuff they do is funny. Oh, look at that. Oh, baby. You know what? I think I'm gonna. Nah, it's starting to thicken up. I'm gonna put just a touch more cornstarch in. That's cool enough. A little cornstarch, a little cold water. I'll mix this up a little bit so you don't get no lumps. Throw that in there. And now she should start to thicken up really well. Oh yeah. So anyways, in here I've got enough dinner for 2 or 3 Itchy nose. See what my rice is. Rice is perfect now. So it's a nice yellow. This is plain white rice with some saffron, and I did like a chicken stock. You know, basically chicken bouillon and water for that. And then tap that out. Now, for people that aren't sure about saffron, it's a really nice, you can pay a lot of money for it, or you can get Trump sandwich? No, I don't have any bologna. I was thinking about making some sniffy angel hair pasta though there. Sir. Yeah, people like to sniff hair and stuff. But we'll leave that alone. I'm trying to keep politics out of this, so. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to plate this up. I'll get some more shrimp here. Green. Some of that broccoli on there. Shrimp. I am starving, by the way. I didn't eat much today because I knew I was going to be making a big meal tonight. So put that there. Shut that off. Shut that off. Oh, yeah. Let's get a little green onion going here. Little trick I learned with green onions. Instead of, you know, worrying about a knife, boom. You can use a knife, or, like I usually do, a pair of kitchen shears. It ain't pretty, but you know what? It's pretty good.
And it goes all year round. And if we could just build a little trail in here, that would really help us get through the peak dry season.
Then what I'll do with the rest of these is
in midwinter. Where's the best trail, girls? We gotta get across to that big spruce on the far side. Okay, you guys check it out over there. I'll check it out down here.
now what you do with the root ends of the green onions is you plant them and they will grow. Ah, well, you know what? It's like lawyers. If their lips are moving, they're lying. So no matter who's in charge of the country, we're fucked. But you know what? Until they come and try and stop me from doing what I do, fuck them. I have my life. I love my life. I live in a nice area. I got some really good friends, even if some of them are Democrats. More Santa Claus as the years go by. Yeah, you know, I'm getting there. The white's slowly coming in, you know. But ho ho ho. I saw this really awesome Santa Claus hat. I had to drive a friend to an appointment in Burlington a couple weeks ago, or last week. So basically, picked her up, drove to Burlington, went through the drive-thru at Burger King, and this kid had this awesome Santa hat. It was black and white, and across the front it said "Bah Humbug" in big bold black letters. I was like, man, I gotta get one of these things. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, I drove. Went to the doctor's, sat in the car while she went to her doctor's, came out, we went home, drove her all the way home, then from Malone, or basically where she lived by Malone, New York, to Tupper Lake, the road sucked. And so that was a long trip that I'm glad was over. So anyways, other than that, I haven't been doing much. What am I feeding Son out? No, I ain't going to give, I mean, some of the staff I might hook up with some of this, but I'm going to try this and see how spicy it is, actually, by the way. So we're gonna see if I start sweating immediately.
I just smell it like a tiny bit. Well, we should clean out these, all this kind of rotting debris in here. Let's go back to looking at our trail for now.
Woo! Add a little bite to it. So anyways, I will be back on again in the near future, I'm sure. I might start doing this on a weekly basis, you know? Maybe Friday nights with Bill. And then I gotta figure out how to download it off of Facebook, and I might upload them to YouTube. Because you know what? People are making money off of hand over fist on YouTube for doing less than this. And, you know, it might be something cool. So anyways, I'm going to post a link on my page later to this family up in British Columbia. Really nice family. And it's amazing to watch them work. These kids work, and the parents work together. And you know, the parents I think one episode I just watched, it was a 20th wedding anniversary. And you'd think these guys were teenagers. They really seem to love each other, and the family loves each other, and they all get along. I mean, I'm sure they have their moments, but you know what? It's nice to see that. And it's nice to see people being able to function in this world without all the trappings and the bells and the whistles. I mean, they do have some comforts, but for the most part, up until recently, they basically had LED lights in their house, and it was too dark to read at night. They cook on a wood stove in the kitchen. They have a big wood stove / oven. They built this beautiful root cellar. They do have a refrigerator now. But, you know, they pump water off their property, and, you know, it's amazing to watch them. So, anyways, I'm going to go eat because I'm starving. And, well, I have a couple drinks this evening, too. Who knows? Actually, you know what? I think I will. Just a second here. It's time for a drink with dinner. For my friends, I don't know if you can see this real well. It's New York Military Academy, which is actually Trump's alma mater. I was there from 82 to 84 in the cavalry troop there, so I love horses. And then this stuff, Osbach, for anybody that's not familiar with it, is a nice German brandy. And I've actually been to the distillery where they make this, and I love it. So this and a little Coke. So little Osbach. Das Geist in the Wein. Ghost in the Wine. So there's the Osbach. Yes, I'm using Coke Zero for my purist friends, but you know what? I like Coke Zero, so we'll put just a little bit of Coke in there. That's about right, half and half. Ooh, I guarantee. So between the Chinese food and that, I'm going to be speaking German with a Chinese accent tonight. All right, so I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.